yoga studio. I'm Kat, for those of you who haven't tried our videos before, and welcome to everyone. It's great to have you on the mat today. So we're going to get straight into a nice slow flow that focuses on the sort of the trunk area and just working a little bit of strength in there, as well as thinking about our flexibility. So if you need any props, blocks, straps or anything like that, go and find your kit, and then when we're ready, we're going to find a nice comfortable seat on the mat. Okay, so we're going to just sit comfortably, however or wherever that means your legs and things go. Hands are resting on your thighs or your knees, just turning your palm upwards. Relax your shoulders and close your eyes. So we're going to take a nice few big breaths in. As we just start to ground down, center ourselves, getting ready to focus on the work ahead. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And following that breath, becoming aware of the breath as it travels, expands through the body, so it's filling the chest and filling the belly. So I'm going to just take one more breath. And then opening your eyes, turning your palms around. And we're going to just keep the hands on the thighs or maybe the knees, the calves, wherever it is that you feel you can let them rest, depending on where you're sitting. And then on the exhale, start to just round through the back. So we're coming into our seated cat-cow. As you inhale, lift up with the chest, roll the shoulders back. So exhale, tuck under with the tailbone, round through the chest. Inhale, take it back the other way. And lift. So we're working through the spine, through the chest, through the shoulders. If you want to start to include a little bit of an opening through the throat, seeing if maybe we can lift up with the chin. So as ever, just kind of moving through the body, finding what feels right for you on this particular occasion on the mat. Okay, good. And then release it. Take the legs out in front if they're not there already. I'm going to bring them so they're around about in line with the hips. Bring the hands into the center. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Just moving as far as you can round, keeping the hands in the center. So we're not using the arms to kind of pull us round, wrench ourselves through the shoulders. We're just working on using the muscles in that core, that trunk, that belly area. Maybe have a little look over the shoulder if you want, but don't use that to trick yourself into thinking that you're twisting lower down in the body. Exhale, take it all the way around to the left. Same thing. And use those muscles in the body to help you hold and move through the twist. Look over the shoulder again if you want. And then release. Come back into the middle. And we're going to come forwards onto our hands and knees. So from there, tucking the toes under, exhaling as we lift up through the hips. Sliding the shoulders around away from each other into down dog, and then working through any movement that you feel you need to in that downward facing dog. So maybe just pedaling the feet out. Maybe you want to bend both knees, move with the hips, the shoulders.
And then as you exhale, we're going to slowly start to bring the knees towards the floor. So we're not taking them all the way down. Just hover for a moment. And then release the left knee to the floor. Bring the right foot out in front, and we're going to come into a low lunge. So just starting with a little roll up with the chest, the shoulders, supporting the back, maybe taking a little stretch. So you lift up through the chest, so we open through the hip. And then we're going to bring the hands into the center and exhale, take that twist to the right. So again, we're using the muscles to help move us around. It's not about using the arms to help create that twist. Okay, flag, come back into the middle. Bring the hands down, taking the right foot all the way back, tucking the toes under. Lift the hips back up to that plank position. Downward dog position even. So just turning the fingers out slightly towards the corners of the mouth, pressing down through the base of the index finger and thumb. Taking a moment here, add movement in if you need to, or just hold in stillness. Breathe. And then we're going to slowly exhale, lower the knees towards the floor. So drawing in with the core, in with the belly, hovering the knees just for that moment above the mat. And then take the right knee down, bring the left knee up to the front. So again, lower lunge position, lifting up with the chest, taking a moment just to work into the right hip, front of the right hip. And then bring your hands into the center. Use an exhale to twist to the left. So seeing how far you can take that twist without using the arms to help pull you around. And then come back into the center. Take the left foot back to join the right. And this time we're going to walk the hands out in front. Come to our puppy dog roll. Anahasana. Taking the elbows towards the floor, trying to take the chest, the shoulders to the floor, the head. Press through the tops of the feet, press through the hands, press the shoulders away. And then draw the belly in a little bit, just so that we're keeping the body strong here. Opening through the front. And I'm just going to lift up a little bit with the right arm so you can exhale, thread underneath with the left. So reaching the left fingers over to the right, finding yourself then coming into a twisted variation. Keep the right hand out in front, or we can start to pull it in. Maybe that gives us a little bit more stability. Maybe we can use a little bit of strength there to roll the shoulders back, or we can see if we can exhale. Take the right hand, arm, wrap it around the back, maybe just finding the thigh on that left side. And then release the left hand down. You lifting and part way back up. Come back into that chest, that little heart opener. And then we're going to move to the other side. So again, you just want to create a little bit of space to slide the right arm underneath. Reach the fingers as far away as you can. Right ear, right shoulder trying to come to the floor. And then again, just working out where you want to take that left hand, so pulling it in so it's underneath the elbow. If you had the wrap last time, see if you can find the wrap this time, just reaching the left fingers as far as you can round to the top of your right thigh. And exhale, release it. Bringing the elbows out in front, sliding through to your Sphinx pose. So we've got the shoulders over the elbows. Press through the tops of the feet and also push through the hands and the arms. And then we're squeezing the glute muscles in, using those muscles in the back then to open out and lift up with the chest. So we've got the, even though it's quite a sort of a small back bend compared to some of the bigger, sort of more visual perhaps looking ones, there's still a lot going on in the body here.
And then exhale, slowly make your way back, come to a child's pose. So making child's pose your own. You could have your knees together, knees wide, reaching the hands in front or perhaps around by the feet. So just kind of listening into the body, noticing where and how you want to stretch and release. And then we're going to exhale, slowly round ourselves up, coming up onto the knees. And we're going to reach the right leg out in front and just rock forwards into that low lunge again. Inhaling, taking the left hand down and the right arm up. And then as you exhale, try and twist further round. So again, we're using the belly and the chest and the back to help bring the shoulders round. So you can stay here. We can tuck the toes under and maybe exhale, lift the knee. If you want to go even further, exhale, see if you can keep that twist. Lift the left hand up so we're opening out through the chest, looking to that right side there. And then take the hand down. If you need to, replacing the knee down and come all the way back with that right leg. Pushing yourself up onto the knees, we are reaching the right toes then out to the side. So reaching the left arm up, think about having the knees and the toes as best as you can in one line, and then exhale over to the left gate pose. Taking the right hand down as far as it feels safe to go. So it can be on the hip, coming down to the knee, just don't lean on the knee joint, we're above or below. Look up to the elbow. And then again, even though we've got that hand out and I said don't lean on the knee, we're not trying not to collapse our weight through that left arm, that right arm. We're using those muscles in that core area to hold us here. And then exhale, just take it back the other way. So bring the left hand down, have a little reach over with the right as much as you've got space for, got the wall there. Just opening out the other side. And then release it. Bring the right knee back in, and we're going to step out with the left leg. So exhaling, rocking forwards. Inhale, taking the right arm down and the left arm up. Exhale to twist that little bit further round. So just finding the variation you had then last time. If you want, we're going to tuck the toes under, take the back knee up, and then maybe trying to take the chest and the arms up there, holding sort of a higher lunge with a bit of balance going on with the twist. And then take both hands back down towards the floor. We're sending the left knee back, walking the hands in, take the left leg out to the side. So again, we're looking at that line from the knee to the toes, reaching the right arm up, and then as you exhale, lean over to that left side. Look up and towards the left elbow. Try and twist through the chest, through the shoulders. So we're opening out through the upper body. A little bit of work for the glutes as you push the hips forwards. And then exhale, release it. Take it the other way, just balancing, opening out through the body the other side. Breathe. And then release. Come back into the middle. And just release forwards again. Find wherever you need to go through into your child's pose. Again, just responding to what you think the body might be asking for. And then exhale, slowly roll up through the spine. And we're releasing the feet round to the front. So you've got the right leg out front, hug the left leg in, nice tight squeeze it tall. So you're using that little bit of pressure to help find that length through the spine. And we want to keep that length through the spine as we work through our next two positions. So as you exhale, we're holding onto the left foot. See if you can just take the shin parallel with the floor underneath. So we can stay holding here, lengthening out through to the crown of the head, or we can try and exhale and maybe take a little bit of straighten, just as far as you feel it can go through that left leg. And then release the left leg down, stretch it out in front, swap sides, hug the right knee in. It's the same thing. Nice tight squeeze, lift up with the spine, the chest. And then we're going to reach around, see if we can find the right foot. Exhale as you start to take the right foot up. So keep the chest and the leg together. Then if you want, we're going to exhale and just try and maybe straighten through that right leg a little. Watch that you're not slouching through the back. Keep lifting up through to the crown of the head. Keep it going, you're doing really well. And then take the right leg down, bring the left leg up to join the right. Squeeze both knees in. So we're going to do the same thing but with both legs. So a little bit more work for the core involved here now. So we're going to squeeze the belly button into the spine and up into the rib cage. Reach down, hold onto the feet. See if you can just take a little rock back. Don't worry if you roll all the way back. And get the shins parallel with the floor. Keep the chest reaching forwards. Imagine you've got a golden thread coming from your chest to the wall or a space in front of you. Exhale, maybe take a little lengthen up through both feet. So I'll kind of toe hold, double toe hold here, where sometimes you can hold on to the big toes with the first two fingers, but today we're holding on to the feet. Good, fab, take it down. And we're going to exhale, roll down through the spine. Coming through to a bridge pose then, so just stacking the knees over the ankles. Relax your shoulders. And we're going to exhale, tuck the tailbone up to the ceiling, squeezing in with the glute muscles. It would work for your pelvic floor too, as we lift the hips up. So just take a couple of breaths here. Use those glute muscles to hold you there. Open out through the front of the body. Counterbalance that little forward fold, sort of like balancing forward fold work. And then exhale, release it. Open the arms out to the side. And we're going to exhale, roll the knees to the right. So you can just bring the knees, the feet together. Take a little look over to the left side. Breathe down into the belly. And then as you exhale, roll the knees over to the left. And then looking to the right. So just taking these big deep breaths in, opening and stretching through that core trunk area, just releasing everything off. And exhale, roll the knees back into the centre. Bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees open out to the side. So coming into that Supta Baddha Konasana, just to take a few deep breaths in here. So you can let the hands rest on the thighs or out to the side. Just noticing how the heart feels, what the breath feels like now. Taking a moment here to slow everything back down. So if you want to, you can stay here for a little bit longer. Otherwise, we're just going to use the hands to squeeze the knees together, rolling around onto your left-hand side as you bring yourself up to sitting. And we're going to come back into that comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you right now. Sit tall and relax your shoulders, and then inhale, reach the hands up, bringing them together, and then exhaling as your hands come down to your centre, just acknowledging your work. And then you're finishing with Namaste. Well, thank you for joining me on the mat. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give it a little thumbs up. Feel free to leave any comments down below. And remember, if you do subscribe to the channel, it is a great way of keeping up to date with new videos as they come out. So I hope to see you all on the mat again soon. Take care now.